So you want to grow your digital marketing agency. What you may not have realised, what somebody may not have pointed out yet, is that the way that your agency approaches client reporting can empower or hinder you in achieving these aims. In simple terms, you can aim to A, keep your client happy and treat the reporting simply as a contractual obligation, or B, break free of that obligation mindset and start exploiting your reporting as a persuasion channel. A typical challenge for agencies is losing clients, being treated as a commodity by businesses who easily find others are prepared to make competitive promises. And any client lost creates a headache, requiring effort to replace revenue, to support your existing overheads and wage bill, etc., etc. Now, just to head off an obvious objection, I'm not suggesting that reporting can prevent the client being unhappy if the results of the marketing are negative. But the stream of reports made to clients forms an audit trail that affects whether clients stay or go. In this video, I'll give you 5 ways in which the reporting system could change the relationship your agency has with your clients, and finally show you how this might fit into a potential growth strategy. Number 1. The reporting system could be designed to dissuade your client from looking for other offers. A decision to look for alternatives could be triggered by people somewhere in your client believing that the results being achieved are negative or not good enough. Deciding when results are positive or negative isn't always simple, though. Is your reporting just showing short-term results and allowing positive longer-term trends to be obscured by short-term issues? How do the results relate to the objectives and expectations set where the current phase commenced? People have a tendency to forget the original objectives and may want to judge your agency's performance against criteria that were never stated or agreed. Perhaps the criteria they are using aren't even valid. Does the reporting show the criteria that you are aiming to meet clearly? A decision could be triggered by people who don't know your skills and resources aren't being fully used. Does the reporting convey, however subtly, that there are things that could be but currently aren't being done? For instance, I've seen projects to radically improve the reporting postponed on the basis that it didn't fit with the current business priorities. Now, that might have been the right decision at that time, but it wouldn't be reasonable to remain silent and allow people to forget that proposals have been made, and it was the client who decided not to proceed. Number 2, the reporting system could help make others believe it's difficult to find alternative providers who are as capable as your agency. Does the reporting really convey the complexity of the work you do? Perhaps your agency supplies a number of different services to the organisation, and these aren't immediately obvious to the less engaged observer. Does the reporting reflect the complex organisation you're actually working for and the multifaceted objectives it has? A typical corporate may have a number of different product groups and comprise a number of divisions. Perhaps they were individual companies in the past. And there are likely to be different territories or regions. Each of these are likely to have different perspectives and objectives. The reporting system should have the capability of showing these clearly without requiring the client to dig. Does the reporting show the client clearly the expertise your people bring to bear in supporting and promoting their products and services? Forming that human connection between your experts and people in your clients doesn't just help with immediate issues. It can create a feeling of partnership where the "I know who to ask" becomes a natural response for those within your client's organisation. Does the reporting system proactively help people cope with the meeting conflicts and organisational stress that can disrupt the notion of regular reporting, feedback and objective setting for the next period? Let's suppose there's a regular monthly or bi-monthly progress meeting. What assistance is available to those who are anxious to contribute but can't make that time because their boss interrupts their work pattern with an urgent problem, or those who live in the wrong time zone? All of these can create mental hurdles for the client to overcome and pains of disconnection were your agency to be replaced. Number 3, the reporting system could be designed to create opportunities for upsells and additional revenue. Does the reporting suggest how better results might be achieved if the parameters were changed? Perhaps you are paid according to the total spend or the number of campaigns. If so, it's worth our while proactively looking for opportunities that would deliver great benefit to the client, but be dependent on their increasing spend or spawning additional campaigns. Does it explain how the work might impact a wider set of products or services than they currently do? This is another opportunity to expand the scope of the services delivered and increase the regular billing. The reporting forms part of the vital justification for any such expansion. It might draw attention to it in the first place and link these to wider business objectives. That would create a useful background to an external commercial discussion about how to change what your agency is delivering. Does it suggest radical possibilities to achieve disproportionately greater results? Sometimes the positive and potential results from continued incremental change to the existing strategies are minor. And what's needed is a bold attempt to define a new direction. Now, there are obvious risks. Why not create a situation where a small-scale, low-risk pilot can be run and implement high-quality reporting to substantiate the potential from increasing the scale from that of the pilot to one that would really impact the results achieved for your client? Number 4, the reporting system could substantiate your claim to be the ideal partner for each business you work with. Most clients will have gaps in their expertise. After all, if these didn't exist, why would they use external agencies in the first place? So the opportunity exists to create and publicise a centre of expertise, a resource that the client can leverage to improve their business. For instance, in many cases, an agency simply executes the tactics that the marketing section currently demand. That doesn't mean that others across the rest of their organisation, perhaps in sales, don't have questions. Whilst some of these questions may well be outside the current remit, they may well be within the overall skills capability of those within your agency. Creating a facility where these questions could be asked and answered has value. It might not have an immediate tangible commercial benefit, but it would potentially do 2 things. It might A, help you understand the client's business concerns more effectively. B, convey the additional expertise your agency could supply if asked. It could actively seek new ways in which the client's business objectives could be supported and met. Your agency has expertise in marketing. It's unsafe to assume that the client's marketing people already have all the answers to how best to promote their products and services. Some aspect of your reporting could provide ideas for investigation, things that others have tried. Even if only a fraction of these are practical for a particular client, they contribute to a knowledge base and a perception that your agency tries hard to make its clients more successful. Number 5, the reporting system could be used to win friends and influence people not just within the marketing section, but across the wider corporate. In many systems, the distribution is no more sophisticated than email, and the emphasis is simply on sharing the report with others. Does your reporting system recognise different user concerns within a client organisation? Shouldn't it make different reports available to users with different responsibilities and concerns? Simply providing reports with drill down for regions may severely underestimate the different levels of detail that users across a complex global organisation would value. Product groups that hide the performance of particular products that are important, perhaps as cash cows or prospects for the future. Aggregation is useful, but can distort severely. Supplying more relevant information also avoids bogging down the report consumer with superfluous padding. So your agency could begin to win friends just by supplying the information that is really needed to the people who really need it. Let's not assume either that all reporting needs to adopt the same regular frequency. It may be that weekly, monthly or quarterly reporting is appropriate. It will all depend on the individuals. But this would prove a dramatic contrast to a situation where one just engaged with a couple of individuals within the marketing section and sent them the monthly report. So I've now run through 5 ways in which reporting could be used to inoculate your agency against client loss and thereby help grow your agency. So where does this fit with other growth strategies like business development and making sales? Well, it fits neatly alongside them. Unlike many of the other strategies, it isn't primarily something for the outward-facing pre-sales bit of the agency to do. It's delivered as part of ongoing operations. It prevents your agency from doing a good job, but being misrepresented as doing a poor one. And it will support the case your pre-sales people make to potential new clients. Perhaps most importantly, it should liberate you from the 2 steps forward, 1 step back cycle, as some clients are gained and others lost. Just like all the other growth strategies, however, it isn't necessarily easy and it will require resources. To discover more, just follow the link in the first comment, subscribe to the channel and make contact. I'd love to have a chat. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.